Installation video for a shaft saver on a Swenson salt spreader. First step is to remove the spinner. Do that by removing 7/16 bolt in the center of the spinner and lifting upward on the hub. Once that is removed, you can set it aside. Next step is to remove the motor from the bracket assembly. Do that by removing the 4 bolts. Once that is done, set the bracket assembly aside. The next step will be to remove the keyway from the motor shaft. Once the existing key is removed, we'll be ready to install the shaft saver assembly. The first step to installing the shaft saver assembly is to remove any grease or debris from the shaft. On the Swenson spinners, you will need to install this insert to fill the void in the bracket. Do that by installing it into the shaft saver and tightening down the provided screw. Reinstall bolts to hold the shaft saver and motor assembly together. New bolts must be used that are 1/4 inch longer than the ones removed. Make sure that the bolts are not too long to bottom out onto the motor. Next step is to install the keyway into the motor shaft. We provide a new keyway that is step cut versus the old one that came out. The step provides clearance for the shaft seal. Tip the key and slide into keyway on the motor. Down into the shaft area. The next step is to reinstall the spinner onto the motor shaft. We provide this 1/4 inch spacer that goes between the motor shaft and the bottom of the hub to compensate for the thickness of the shaft saver. Apply some anti-seize onto the motor shaft for easier removal in the future. Reinstall 1/4 20 bolt to hold spinner onto motor assembly. A new bolt must be used that is 1/4 inch longer than the one removed. Once the shaft saver is installed, it's time to insert some grease. Pump grease until it comes out the small relief hole located alongside the shaft. Note the grease came out the relief hole. That means that the shaft saver is completely full of grease. Okay. We also offer an optional hose kit to make greasing of the shaft saver easier. It'll include an elbow and a hose and a bulkhead fitting that can be mounted wherever another grease point is to make it easier to grease.